Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into part two of McMansion Hell, where I go over some of the best McMansions. These are just oversized homes that look ugly, use cheap material, things like that. We're going to go through and react to some of these via the McMansion Hell subreddit, beginning with, this concoction. So the main issue with a home like this, I would say, is the lack of windows on the left side of it. I would imagine that's the car garage, but still you need windows there just to make the house look better. And then you also do have that medieval circle there with the circular roof design. Not a fan of that. Also, how about those two chimneys sticking out of the front of the house? When do you ever see that? Very peculiar move. Oh my goodness. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing there with the little overhang and the small support columns? This is just... The reason this could be classified as a McMansion is because of just the roof design of it. It's just so oversized. Very cheap material. Oh, the OG McMansions in Turkey. All of the abandoned, cheap, Disney castle-like homes. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this story. They went abandoned like back in 2013, 2014, and there are hundreds and hundreds of these. The interior of them is not finished. They were going to be sold for around $600K each. Apparently, they all had their own indoor hot tub. Pretty crazy there. I just think this is a normal home. This has got to be a troll. So they made a specific compartment, 3 walls they put up in the middle of their kitchen to put a refrigerator that doesn't even fit, and you can only get to it from one side because it's surrounded by walls. There's a troll. There's no way. There's no way that was designed like that. It's funny because it looks like a brand new kitchen. Like it just, and there it is. I mean, it's like they purposefully did that. Yeah, this is just, I mean, where are the windows? The lack of windows on the left side of this home. Oh, it's so sad. I mean, I do like the design on the bottom, but the lack of windows and also just the amount of balcony you have with this home is completely off scale. It's like 35% of the front of the home is like a balcony. It just looks really, really strange. Oh, this has got to be a troll. Yeah, this is the new barn mansion. Look at this. Look at the aluminum siding on that. Yeah, I do like the amount of windows. This is a before and after, so you can see the top before. Very nice traditional home. And then the bottom, it looks like the Hummer version of a McMansion, the bottom does. I do like the kind of the exterior design a little bit. Just looking at it, you can see all those windows going up like a little tower. I gotta like that, honestly. Oh my goodness. This is missing another floor. Yeah, this needs to be built up more. It's like they forgot to add in another floor to this house. It just looks completely off scale, or the roof is not tall enough, one or the other, and then you've got those... See, this is the issue. You've got those massive columns, and then above it, the roof is just... You have to build up the roof a lot higher than that, because those columns are so grandiose, when the roof is just that, like, frail, thin, and it's just... You have to build it taller to offset those massive columns in the front, otherwise it's just going to look completely off scale. And how about all those windows? You got to do a better window design right above the garage. I will say, those garages with kind of the wood, that's a really cool looking design with the rock there. But yeah, this house completely off scale. I think this is a good looking home, I'll be honest. It does seem like it has a ton of garages because you can see there's a garage. If you're looking straight at it with those 3 windows, that's a garage. You can see a car in there. And then to the left of that, it looks like there's at least 2 more garages on each side. So seems like a lot of garages for this type of home, even though it is a mansion. And definitely you've got the massive pillars in the front. Possibly think about a better design than that. But overall, I've seen worse when it comes to McMansions. Yeah, they're just trying to fit a bunch of crap in a small space. Client says, shovels are getting too expensive. Just make a heated driveway instead. Well, I mean, listen, you're not gonna have to shovel much. Look at the 3 car garage; they're all single car garages, and the roof design. How many points? That's a world record for the amount of points on the roof in a confined space. They're just trying to fit in so much. That's got to be in Texas. Those style homes are always in Texas because they're trying to fit so much on such a small area of land. This is just brutal. The issue with this, it's just too many garages. So I do believe if they would have added on a single car garage, because you've got your normal, 2 car garage, to the left of it, they added another 2 car garage, and it just looks off. If you would do a single car garage, kind of maybe back a little bit further and done a smaller balcony or something, I think it would have fit a lot better than having two-car garages right next to each other. The home is not big enough to offset that. 2 car garages, I feel like, in terms of bigger houses, are already going out of style as it is. It just doesn't look very good. Apparently, a plane crashed into this newly built concoction. I don't even know what to. This has to be some type of, apartment, or maybe like a condo. I don't know what this is. There's garages underneath, and then you've just got 2 windows on each side. Those are probably condos, but still, what is that? It's just a weird, wacky design. So this is the interior, I would imagine, of a mansion. It's a beautiful looking interior, but yeah, the toilet location is very strange. It's like you have to go, why is there a wall blocking the toilet where you can only enter it from one way? That is a very strange design. This is definitely the state of Texas. Yeah, this is not a terrible home by any stretch, I would say. I would say this is a decent home. There's nothing horribly wrong with it. This is an outrageous design. So those are massive barn doors. Before you even get to the main door, this is like a purge type setup here. You've got the massive barn doors. You can close everything. I'll tell you what, that's nice security. It is nice security, but no, it just looks so bad. And like barn doors in the front of a house, even when they're open, it looks bad. When they're closed, it's gonna look like a barn. Just not a good design. Here it is, an abandoned McMansion in Canada. And you can see, wow, they've got a lot of windows there in the front. Holy, what a weird design this is. Look at how overextended the front is there with all of those windows. They must have built that on as some type of addition. I seriously think they did. This is it from the inside looking out. You've got those doors at the bottom and then just a bunch of windows there. This, I would say, is an elite home. This is a pretty good looking home. There's a home near my house that has a style like this, to where, most of it is on one side, and then you have the little like indoor bridge that connects to another part of the house that's a smaller part. The only issue I would have is the window design. Those 3 like windows going up, the smaller windows, I think that's ugly. Other than that, overall, I would say that's a well put together home right there. Yeah, this is just trying to be futuristic. I mean, if your goal is to like wow people, I can kind of understand it. It's like, you're trying to have a different type of grandiose home, almost like a Transformer type. That's what it gives off, like a Transformer vibe. Oh my goodness, the pillars. Yeah, the pillars are an unfortunate, and just the girth of that front entrance area with the roof and how far it comes out. That's a real tough design. What do we have going on here? So you can see the front of this house in the upper right quadrant. There's just different siding on the front of the house. Dude, I would have to have that fixed. Like, that would annoy me. Just looking at the overall design, seems like they built an addition onto the left side of it. A real elongated house with a front 2-car garage. Normally a home this big, you don't see a 2-car garage open like that. What's going on here? We've got 2 different designs. If they would have used similar designs, like those window designs on the left and taken it over to the right on the top and the bottom, I think it would look a lot better. And then also just 2 random windows right next to the door. What is that? And also you've got the 4 pillars, just too many pillars for a home like that. This is just, you always want to go vertical with a house this big. Linear builds, they can work if they're in the right place. And also for a home this big, when you're going with siding like that, it's a real tacky look. So this is not a McMansion. I just think these homes are very ugly. I've always hated homes like this in LA. Obviously, it costs a ton of money to build. Based on the fact that it's built onto the side of a hill, it just doesn't feel like a home to me. Those homes have always struck me the wrong way. And then it's the Mona Lisa. Oh, look at the garages. Two single car garages on each side, and then you've got the White House design. It is symmetrical. It is symmetrical in the center. You've got to like that, but that's just some funny McMansions to go over, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.